Hello everyone.
Hey, hey.
Welcome to a couple of things.
Yes.
A great time, another episode. I believe we're going to be of help. Really, as a couple of things, we just want to see couples being happy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All
Yeah.
that we come up with is not just for the sake of video, but it's for the sake of being able to be of help out there.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about
So
today?
we're just going to pick up from where we left off the last time with our video where we were talking about, are you aware of the hurt that you have actually caused on your partner? Yeah. So we want to just take it more and dwell a lot on the healing part. How do we help each other to heal? Because I believe if one has really hurt you, somehow there would be some kind of trauma that you could have gone through with the experience that you've been hurt. Hence, we are talking about you aren't able or you haven't healed. It's been a while and you still find yourself struggling to heal. So that's why we need to identify that certain instances or incidents could have actually caused some kind of trauma, within the victim. Hence, we want the perpetrator to be brought in and made aware of how much of hurt or rather trauma has been caused to their partner. Because you remember we spoke about how this person will always bleed. That you would find that they continue to bleed within conversations which do not actually even relate to the topic at hand.
True.
And when someone acts that way, you have to dig back and really find out, but really, what is bothering you? What are the things that are causing you so much pain to always find yourself bleeding where it's not necessary?
Look, I think as well, let's deal with the fact that there's pain that can be caused, and you as the victim be able to deal with it on your own and move on.
Okay.
Like really move on and have no problem at all. But then we're talking more of now your partner who is going through pain and is not healing from the pain. So, but then you as a perpetrator, I think the fairness here is that sometimes you cause pain and you're not aware. And the one we're talking of is the one that has been made aware of the pain.
Who has been made aware of?
The perpetrator.
Okay.
Now the perpetrator knows that he has caused pain.
Okay.
So there's steps you need to do as a person. If you have caused pain, do you want your partner to heal? If you want your partner to heal, what are you doing about it? Unless you're not interested.
Because you do find certain people, sorry to just cut you off, you do find certain people, let's say you come back and say, you know what, I'm still struggling with this area because remember what you have done. And then mutwating about it, please just get over it. Even today, you're still there. I
actually thought you moved on.
We have moved on.
Yes.
I thought we have gone past that stage.
And of which that is an alarm to tell you that you haven't been in a very good relationship. Somebody has really been pretending. And do you want to be in a relationship where there's pretense? Because if the one
when you say pretense,
as in, because he thinks you moved on, this person, right, the perpetrator. Hence he's like, oh, I thought you need to get over this. I thought we moved on. So the person is not realizing that they have been in a relationship where someone is pretending to be happy, whereas they are not. They're still holding to this that has been done to them. But then now you are you with someone who's not necessarily there, or every day he's looking at you like, do you see what you've done? And you don't see it, or you're not doing anything about it. So you are in a relationship where there's a lot of pretense. Someone is working with you but not really being with you.
I guess it's a question of Wena who has hurt that person, do you want to stay with an individual in that way?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If that matters to you, that your relationship needs to be balanced, where emotionally we all okay, but then the moment you realize and you're being made aware that this side is struggling, what are you doing about it? You, the perpetrator. Which is where we want to get to, because we said it's possible you can move on from pain on your own and really move on. But now that you're struggling, what am I doing about it?
Especially
if I've caused
because
pain?
I live with you on a daily basis. It could be a constant reminder,
Yeah.
that, this person kind of has done this. And really, it doesn't seem like they're more interested in knowing how am I with
Yeah.
regard to my progress when it
Yes.
comes to healing.
Yes.
But they've just asked for forgiveness, and it's like, okay, since I've asked for forgiveness, she should be fine. Because I think most of the time that's what we assume. Since I said, please, sorry, man.
Yeah.
And we think sorry had solved everything.
Yeah.
Whereas one still is grappling with, finding themselves and really moving on.
And where you see that the person hasn't really moved on is when the very pain keeps coming back in certain other conversations. When we have a conversation or an argument, then the past comes in. And it's more like, it's like this person is not moving on, you are delaying. And he's delaying or she's delaying because of the pain has not been resolved. Why are you not interested in resolving the pain?
Now, going to the healing part, could it be when I'm the perpetrator that you are not a safe space for your partner to come and open up?
Open up. That's
Could it be that whenever I think of bringing up this issue, I know that I'm going to be bashed.
you're gonna hurt yourself even more.
Yeah. I'm going to be judged for being, either too sensitive or, being too much of a baby. Grow up, man. Man up.
Yeah.
Are you a safe space in your relationship for your partner to really be vulnerable?
Because actually you're bringing a very good point. I mean, this is now bringing us to the step-by-step way of getting healing as a victim.
Yeah.
Because it can be either through your own like being able to deal with that pain on your own, or now you involve your partner because you cannot go anywhere else,
which is what we were talking about now. Being a safe space.
A safe space. If this person cannot find that safe space with you, that means now we need a professional who can mediate.
Before we even go there, I would just want us to emphasize at the point with your partner. What is it? Does your partner see themselves now, or is there a level of humility to in order for them to acknowledge the depth of hurt that they have caused to you? Because if you would have to put yourself in your partner's shoe and be the person who is now a victim, will you be able to bear the situation? By the way, we are trying to bring you into that person's life to help them heal. So as a perpetrator, will you be able to bear with what your partner is going through? Do you have empathy?
Empathy.
Yeah. Can you sit with your partner and have empathy towards her with what you have caused her? And be empathetic? And I think in that way, it would be your way of saying, let me hold you by the hand and take you step by step in how I can really make you more whole. Not that you will make them whole. They will have to find, a way of being whole by themselves. But with you now having your trust, and you as a safe space, it creates a more intimate environment for this person to really now feel more vulnerable and safe enough, to open up.
I mean, and I think it has to be a goal for everyone, like in a relationship, that your partner would look forward to having such a moment with you, considering you as a safe space. I mean, I believe it would be a goal for each and every human being.
Yeah.
In as much as we understand that it's not like you'll always find help from me. Yeah, but more percentage of getting help, you must get it from me somehow. Like, you must always think of me as the first person, especially when it comes to issues of relationship, But then now, I think especially I would like to address the perpetrator in saying, at times we become too familiar with each other that we don't even consider our feelings.
Okay.
At all, that we
like we don't consider your partner or
your
feelings.
Your partner's feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, we take each other for granted now. We get to we get to know each other too much, to a point where we disregard the fact that we are partners, not just to have a house and children, but we are partnering each other, that we can help each other emotionally as well. When you're weak, I'm strong. It's not when you're weak only when you don't have money, or
that we can just do life together.
We can do life together,
Yeah.
Yes. So don't you see you have to be the first person your partner thinks of when it comes to that area. And fine, if then it's that difficult even for you to be able to help your partner, then that's the moment where we can ask for professional help.
Yeah.
But your partner must be able to see that you trying. You may not be able to help, but your actions can speak louder than words.
And I think for identification of these two people, I would still refer to the other one as a perpetrator. That the perpetrator would need to learn on how not to feel guilty, because I think one of the things which actually causes big people to be defensive is because they feel guilty of what they have caused to you. So the best way it is just to mask it and close it up and let's move on. So I think it's just one of the things which I feel the perpetrator needs to take cognizant of. If you have done a mistake, there are possibilities of guilt that will always come, especially when you now hear your partner is struggling with trauma because of you. So somehow even the perpetrator might need to get help. That's where we are talking about. If you find that you're struggling with that, we would need the third person, where this professional can actually help the two of you in how to actually work together.
And the most important thing as well, there are times where on the spot you may not help. You may not be able to bring help. Maybe you are emotional, defensive at that moment. But make sure that after a moment of freshness, or what do you call it, moment of relief, you just went out just to chillax and be okay. Once you realize that, by the way, it is pain that I caused, work on that at that time when you start feeling that you want to apologize. Because your emotions are very important as well to party your words at that time.
Okay.
When you apologize and they can feel and sense that
apology, it's a sincere apology.
Sincere one.
Yeah.
If they can feel that, it makes a difference. It's unlike when you want to just apologize during fire, during when everyone in emotions are just a high rocket, hitting the sky. You don't have to. You may need to pause, because the way in which you apologize makes a difference. Makes a lot of difference. So at times, after you have relaxed, you've taken your time, come back and start the topic yourself, the perpetrator. to say, you know what, sweetie, I know I've done this,
Yeah.
and I'm really sorry that I did it. Sorry, I defended myself earlier on. Yeah, it was just out of either maybe ego, but I'm really sorry. I want to help you come out of that pain. I want to be the man you can think of when you are hating.
Yeah, I actually like that, because at that same time when you apologize, you can actually even ask your partner, how can I help you?
Yes,
How
exactly.
can I now help you so that you feel better, that you have forgiven me, but we can move on, because now things might change after that,
True.
You might have to give up your cell phone security code.